do I want to remove both breasts? Many women have what they see as a breast that has cancer and one that is clean, and they choose to remove both, and the healthy one, after they remove it, turns out to have a seed of cancer in it. Part 10 of the very weird way that I learned that I have cancer or don't have cancer. It's just a little cancer, don't worry about it. Oops, we made a mistake. It's actually a lot of cancer and spreading. So at this point, I realize how crazy this whole story is going. So it starts with, I need to check this out. Something looks suspicious and I need to see if it's cancer. And the doctor saying he's a little too busy, he can't get to everything. Finally, after a whole mess up, getting the biopsies, learning that there is a dot of cancer, but it has not spread. There's no cancer in the lymph nodes. From that point to there is cancer all over your breast. We likely cannot save the breast, and it has spread to your lymph nodes. So we need to go in and see if it's a few lymph nodes or all of the lymph nodes. This is where we are right now. At this point, it looks like I'm going to have a mastectomy. They are going to have to remove my right breast. When that happens, you can choose to have reconstruction. And I knew that I was going to have reconstruction. I knew that I didn't want to be flat on one side. And so the breast surgeon, who I love, suggests a plastic surgeon, and she says she has to be there at the mastectomy because she will place a placeholder there for the reconstruction. She has to be there. And since this seems to be spreading quite quickly because it wasn't there the year before during my mammogram and ultrasound, and now it is all over my breast and spreading. So I don't have the luxury of time, of waiting. And so we need to get the plastic surgeon and the breast surgeon together as quickly as possible to do a mastectomy. So luckily, all the grinding wheels start grinding together. For some reason, at this point where everything felt so slow and so maddening and frustrating, all of a sudden things seem to be flowing together. I have the breast surgeon and I have the plastic surgeon agree to a date within a few weeks to do a mastectomy and put in a placeholder so that I can decide later on what kind of reconstruction I want to have. And then another little wrench gets thrown in. As we're talking about different types of reconstruction in the plastic surgeon's office, she mentioned that some people remove both breasts, even if only one of them has cancer, because then you can, when you do reconstruction, you can be more symmetrical. And I thought that is insane. Removing a healthy breast just for symmetry? I mean, that was my first thought. And then I learned a lot more. I learned that many women have what they see as a breast that has cancer and one that is clean, and they choose to remove both, and the healthy one, or the one that looks healthy, after they remove it, turns out to have a seed of cancer in it. I also heard many stories of women who removed one breast and a few years later found cancer in the other breast. Did I want to risk that? So I now have only a short period of time to make a decision. Do I want to remove both breasts? Let's go to the next part.